Hi guys, I'm Shandor, welcome to my cinema. Today I'm going back to the works of the amazing Bette Davis and I'm going to watch her 1942 drama, Now Voyager. I've watched Whatever Happened to Baby Jane and All About Eve on this channel, and she just blew my mind in both of those movies. And this one was actually a huge recommendation from so many of you, so this must be a really awesome movie. And also, both Henreid and Claude Rains also starred in this movie. They both starred in Casablanca, which was again a movie that just blew my mind. So this one should be really good. So let's not waste any more time. Here comes Now Voyager. 3, 2, 1. Directed by Irving Rapper. He's one of the original rappers. Sorry.
What's that noise?
Yeah.
Whoever is doing that will kindly
Claude
stop.
Rains.
I imagine whoever said that.
Yes, that's Mother. I'll go ahead and smooth the path. Charlotte will shut up like a clam if she suspects we've trapped her into an examination. So please.
Okay,
don't
is
go
Charlotte
on, won't you?
Bette Davis?
I was well into my 40s, and her father passed on soon after she was born. My ugly duck.
Ugly duckling.
When she was young, foolish, I made decisions for her. Always the right decision.
Controlling mom, huh?
Oh, there you are, Charlotte. I'm so glad to see you.
The cat got your tongue, Charlotte?
Wow, I've never seen her so vulnerable before.
My castle doctor.
Okay, the dialogue is already just out of this world.
Could we try to remember that we're hardly commercial travelers? Bad enough to have to associate with these tourists on board without having to go.
I don't like her mom at all.
It was a particular limousine.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh.
Come out at once.
Trotter.
We're engaged to be married.
Do you allow what you call your officers to address a passenger in that manner?
You'll report to my quarters at once, Trotter.
Well, that sucks.
My mother didn't think that Leslie was suitable for a Vale of Boston. What man is suitable, Doctor? She's never found one. Look at the...
That's what it seems like, exactly. Like, that's scary. That's very unhealthy.
Here are your glasses. Put away your book and come downstairs. I'll go ahead.
Man, isn't it just amazing seeing these acting giants together? It is.
My dear Mrs. Vale, if you had deliberately and maliciously planned to destroy your daughter's life, you couldn't
Wow.
have done more completely.
How? By having exercised a mother's rights?
A mother's rights, twaddle. A child has rights. A person has rights. To discover her own mistakes, to make her own way, to grow and blossom in her own particular soil.
Yep.
A hangover, I believe it is. And Charlotte's got the shakes.
Go on, torture me. Go on, torture me. You like making fun of me, don't you? You think it's fun making fun of me, don't you?
Nice work, Infant.
I didn't mean...
We've always ragged Aunt Charlotte.
Well, she's seriously in trouble.
I suggest a few weeks at Cascade.
Oh, she does look better. That's good.
Now you've come, if you'll excuse me, I have a million things to do.
The oculist told you don't need these anymore.
Oh.
But I feel so undressed without them.
It's good for you to feel that way.
There goes the glasses.
But perhaps you don't have to go home. Mayn't I tell her?
Later, maybe. We'll see how she behaves. We have a scheme, your relative and I.
Oh.
Meet me outside in a minute?
Oh, I've been thrown out of better places than this, Doctor.
Yeah, dialogue is great.
Untold want by life and land near granted. Now voyagers sail thou forth
Now Voyager.
to seek and find.
Okay, so suddenly she's on a boat trip. How did that happen? That is Bette Davis. What is going on?
Ah, Miss Beauchamp, here you are. We've been waiting
Beauchamp.
I'm sorry.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Lawrence. How do you do? I've just been checking over our shore vehicles.
Paul
There seems to
Henreid.
be only one left. Would you be so kind as to share your carriage with this gentleman? You're traveling alone, and he's traveling alone, and so that's splendid. Splendid.
Now, pull your own weight. I've taught you the technique. Use it. And bend. Take part. Contribute. Be interested in everything. And everybody.
Okay.
Why are you smiling?
I was thinking of my mother.
Ah!
The person knows I'm not. I took Renee's space at the last moment, and it was too late for my name to go on the first passenger list.
Okay.
My name is Darrance. Jeremiah DeVoe Darrance. Silly name, isn't it? My father named me after a professor he was fond of. Won't you tell me who you are?
My name is Vale. V-A-L-E.
Okay, honesty. I like that.
The Vales of Boston.
One of the lesser ones.
Then
that must be Tina sitting cross-legged on the grass.
We hope she won't have to wear glasses all her life. Tina wouldn't smile for me either. She's convinced she's an ugly duckling.
Ah, interesting. Parallels.
Oh, let's meet in the bar for a cocktail before dinner.
Man, it's such a joy to see her playing such a vulnerable character, you know? This is the first time I've seen her like this. I mean, obviously, this is my third movie of hers, so what do I know, you know? But I'm used to her just being such a strong presence, you know? And it's not like she is not here. It's just, you know, her personality, the character she plays is very, very different.
Why did you call me Camille?
Well, it was the only French name I could think of, besides Fifi.
Hmm?
In that dress, you're rather like a chameleon.
Likely.
You haven't a very high opinion of yourself, have you?
That's true.
I'm poor Aunt Charlotte, and I've been ill. I've been in a sanitarium for 3 months, and I'm not well yet. Forgive me.
At least she's honest. Like, I appreciate that. She's not trying to play any games.
For helping me feel that there were a few moments when I almost felt alive. Thank you.
Thank you, who?
Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry.
Right. Dear Tina, I was sorry to see you in tears when I left, but Teddy understood. You were crying because you were being left alone. But today I made a discovery. All people are alone in some ways, and some people are alone in all ways. Yeah. Even after someone is grown up, she can be alone. Being alone is okay. Being lonely is not okay.
Well, I can tell you there's not much joy in life for him at home. Honestly, when I see what a woman like Isabel can do to a man like Jerry, it makes me boil. He doesn't have to stand it, does he? He's been cursed from the first day he met Isabel by a ruling passion not to hurt her.
What are you two so thick about?
Oh, we're just being girls together. Who won?
Don't brag.
We're getting into the harbor.
Okay, so we learned that Jerry is actually very, very unhappy.
Yes, yes, forward. Forward.
Holy!
All right?
I guess so.
Sure.
Well, they got away easily. I mean, this could have been a disaster.
They say that bundling is a New England custom, both reverenced and honored.
Well, at least they found a place to stay for the night. That's good. But yeah, I mean, obviously, they've got some chemistry. Like, they get along really, really well. Oh. Was that just a goodnight kiss or like a kiss?
And say, good morning, Miss Vale. I hope you slept well. So people will hear me and never guess that I'm head over heels in love with you.
Okay. That was direct. It's interesting because there's always a sort of sadness in her eyes in this movie. I mean, she's portraying this broken character incredibly well, you know? But yeah, there's always this hint of sadness in her eyes. Isn't this the same place where Notorious was being made, you know, by Hitchcock? 2 cigarettes. Have one.
It's the night on the boat when you told me about your illness. I can't get you out of my mind. Or out of my heart either.
I kind of feel something weird about him. I don't know.
You see, no one ever called me darling before. Let me go.
He didn't. So it's time for her to go. I don't know. Something's off about Jerry. For me. Maybe I'm wrong, but something just doesn't feel right. I don't know. The music reminds me of something else so much, like another soundtrack. I mean, this movie was made in 1942, so I'm pretty sure this was the precursor, but this melody, it's so similar to something else. Help me out, guys.
It's Charlotte.
Haha. You can't even recognize her, huh?
Ham, there go the Ricketts. Wave goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ricketts.
Pinch me.
I'm too busy pinching myself. Ham, you better go now.
Is there anything else I can do?
No, thank you, Ham, very much.
Goodbye.
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 Yeah, she's changed, like seriously.
Going to tell him about your new boyfriend?
Which one?
Ah!
Cigarette, Aunt Charlotte?
Thank you.
They're cork tip. Make sure you get the right end.
I'm the nurse. Now, we'd better not stand here gabbing. She's got ears like a cat, and she heard that bell as sure as preaching. What's happened to Mother? She's fit as a fiddle. She has a heart. She denies it, but she has one.
Ah!
Mother, you're looking wonderfully well. Lisa told me you'd been ill, but
Lisa knows nothing about me. Step over there where I can see you. Turn around.
She's still a biatch.
It's worse than Lisa led me to suppose. Much worse.
I hate her.
I shall be wearing my white lace gown tonight. I'd like you to wear your black and white foulard. Now that you're cured of whatever ailed you and have come home to take up your duties as a daughter again.
Duties as a daughter?
I've become used to having a room occupied on the same floor with me. And in view of my heart, I agree it is a wise precaution. You will occupy your father's room from now on.
You had no right to move my things.
No right in my own house to move what I see fit. You can say that often after severe illness, one loses one's hair, but you're letting yours grow as quickly as possible.
Oh, man. Wow. I just... I wish you had the courage to just, say something back. Like, fuck you. Obviously, it's not gonna happen, like, they're way too sophisticated for that, but, gosh. But I have to say that overall, I think the pacing is a bit slow. I'm not that invested in the story. I very much enjoy Bette Davis's performance, and I really, really enjoy seeing her playing a character like this, but overall I'm not that invested in the story.
What are you doing in this room?
I'm going to sleep here. Here we go.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, confrontation. Okay.
Please remember you're a guest, Charlotte.
Well, if I am one, then please treat me like one, Mother.
Your guest prefers to sleep in this room, if you don't mind.
Nice.
I don't think I'll do anything of importance that will displease you. But, Mother, from now on, you must give me complete freedom.
I like that.
Including deciding what I wear, where I sleep, what I read.
Where did you get that dress?
I like that.
Where's the black and white foulard?
I gave it to Miss Till. She was so grateful.
Nice.
Hilda, come here! Mother. She fell all the way down the stairs.
Now, don't worry. Go and get a doctor. There's one right down the street, Dr. Regan.
I don't feel sorry for her one bit. She does a great job, by the way, as an actress. Like she's incredible, but God, I hate her character.
Hello, everyone.
She looks so gorgeous.
Oh, you look simply gorgeous.
Yes.
By Jove.
Everyone's like, what's happening to this girl?
Oh, by the way, do you know Elliot Livingston? How do you do?
How do you do? Tell me, why haven't we met before?
Well, the world is a small place, but Boston is a big one.
For as long as I can remember, that fire has never been lit.
High time it was then, Lloyd.
Oh, thank you. Would you mind?
Yeah, I love how she's coming into her own, you know? That's amazing. Everyone's just like, oh my God, what is that? What? That's amazing.
Can you ever forgive me?
Never.
That's so nice to see, you know?
I'm willing you should occupy your old room until I dismiss the nurse. She will occupy your father's room for the time being and will perform a daughter's duties as well as a nurse's.
I hate this daughter's duties talk.
But I guess you'll be laughing out of the other side of your face if I did carry out my suggestion.
I don't think I would. I'm not afraid, Mother.
Good.
I'm not afraid.
Good.
I'm not afraid, Mother.
Charlotte, sit down.
Don't.
You'll be the most powerful and wealthy member of the Vale family, if I don't change my mind.
Mother and me, there is still an armed truce. She threatens, but she doesn't act.
No.
I follow your advice. I stick by my guns, but don't fire.
Cool. Okay. Okay. I understand.
And for the roses, too. They're beautiful.
And yet you wear camellias. Why do you always, Charlotte?
Just a personal idiosyncrasy. We're all entitled to them. But, Elliot, there are so many things to think about. Taking over another woman's domain, her house, her son.
A house. I'll build you a new one. But you needn't be afraid that Elaine will ever come back in any way. She's just a memory now.
I'm sure she's much more substantial than that. You have her sons. And I have only a dried corsage. Well, it doesn't really...
What's the matter? You see a ghost?
Yes. Wow. Didn't expect that. Oh, the look on his face.
I shall leave you two alone to make your own peace.
This is interesting.
Tell me about Deb and Mac.
Again. He's lighting 2 cigarettes at once.
How is Tina?
We're having quite a bad time with Tina.
Tell me about it.
I'm afraid we've got to send her away somewhere. The doctor thinks she shouldn't be with her mother.
Ah.
Oh, Camille, I'm still horribly in love.
Well, come along, everybody. We'll simply have to dine now, or we'll never get to the concert.
I must see you. May I come to your house tonight? I won't stay but 10 minutes. Must talk to you.
Yes, do.
Mrs. Weston told me the news. You are engaged to marry her brother.
I wanted to tell you.
I just wanted to say that I thought he was a grand person, and I hope you'll be very happy.
Jerry,
That's
where are you?
nice of him, you know.
No, Charlotte, I think it best that we don't. Goodbye.
Wow, that's a very, very wise decision, you know, like that's a very mature thing to do.
I thought I was getting over you, Jerry. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. We'd made our pact and we were living up to it. Jerry, what's the feminine for your word? That's what I am. I knew you were married and I walked right in with my eyes wide open.
I've got back my work, and that's due to you.
I've been hoping you'd say that.
I've more understanding for Tina. I'm even kinder to Isabel.
On that very first day, a little bottle of perfume made me feel important. You were my first friend. And then when you fell in love with me, I was so proud.
Oh, her eyes are just so happy and sad at the same time, the way she's saying these lines.
I look for you around every corner. Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, darling.
That is sad. Like, seriously sad. Okay. I was kind of wrong about Jerry. He's sort of a decent man. I mean, you know, I don't approve cheating on your wife and whatever, but, you know, based on the story that I've heard of him, you know, while they were on the boat, I can understand, you know.
Perhaps we wouldn't be happy.
We wouldn't be, Elliot.
Wow.
You ought to marry someone who would enjoy what you enjoy.
I suppose you'll meet somebody sometime.
No, I don't think I'll ever marry. Some women just aren't the marrying kind. Thank you for thinking it was me. I had that on my record anyway.
Wow, but that is, again, that's like so mature, you know?
Mother, Elliot and I have broken our engagement.
What did you say? Why have you done that?
Because I don't love him.
And what do you intend to do with your life?
Get a cat and a parrot and live alone in single blessedness.
Stop rocking. Why, I should think you'd be ashamed to be born and live all your life as Charlotte Vale.
Expression of the maternal instinct. that's a mother's love, I want no part of it.
Cool.
I didn't want to be born. You didn't want me to be born either. It's been a calamity on both sides.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
It was a horrid thing to say.
Is she dead? No, I think so.
I did it.
Oh no, she's gonna blame herself now. No, 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 no.
And all the rest, residue and remainder of my estate, real, personal, or mixed, I give, devise, and bequeath to my beloved daughter, Charlotte Vale.
Wow.
I did it. I never did anything to make my mother proud.
Why would you? It's not your job. You know, I kind of understand her because I've always wanted to make my dad proud, but wow. Okay, guys, so it was weird because I played music and whatever, and one day my dad, in his drunken, freaking stupid rant, actually confessed that he was jealous of me. What kind of a parent is that? And then I realized, okay, whatever I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna make him proud, ever.
Get Miss Vale's bags out of her car.
Tina? Is that Tina?
I know who you are.
You do? Who am I?
You're my new nurse.
No.
Oh, please, please, please. Don't make me. Don't make me. Oh, don't make me.
Oh, Christine, don't make her. I have to take my car down to the town and leave it at the garage to be washed. Christine could go with me. How long have you been at Cascades?
10 days. Nearly 11.
Don't like it much, do you?
No. My mother doesn't want me at home. That's why it's helping Father for me to be here.
Where were you headed when you ran away?
For a telephone booth in town to put in a reverse call to my daddy. I just wanted to hear Daddy's voice again.
Makes sense.
I'm almost sure my father's dying.
What?
I want to put in a person-to-person call to
Jeremiah DeVoe Darrens, Mount Vernon 2940. Right?
That's so beautiful and tragic at the same time. I mean, just look at her. She heard his voice.
Oh, thank you for letting me call him. Thank you, thank you. I want you to call me Tina.
That's nice. That's really nice. Okay, well, this movie has soul, okay? I have to admit that, okay? This movie has a lot of soul. I still do think that it's a bit slow. I don't necessarily enjoy everything about this movie, but it's got a lot of soul. I have to give it that.
I'm ugly and mean, and nobody likes me.
Tina, you...
Oh my God.
I'm not pretty in the least.
If you want people to like you, you've got to like people.
Yeah.
I think you're very pretty. Very sweet.
You know, this is wonderful because obviously, you know, she understands her perfectly.
All right.
And you know,
Why are you so good to me?
well, because she's in love with your father.
Because somebody was good to me once when I needed somebody.
Yep. And also because she understands you, little kid. So, this is crazy, you know, how being unwanted as a child can impact you right from the womb, actually. That's pretty freaking crazy. I know all about it.
Impertinent, upsetting rule. Thinks she can run the works.
Huh?
You give orders to my doctors, you give orders to Miss Trask.
I didn't give orders, I requested.
I thought you came up here to have a nervous breakdown.
I don't think she's being treated wisely. I used to be proud of you. This time I'm ashamed.
Then isn't it wonderful that you know so much better?
I promise not to do anything again without asking your permission first. If only
I've
you...
already canceled the nurse. Just go ahead. Tell me what you do.
Oh, nice.
And just as soon as you said we could, I'd take her camping in the woods. She adores camping. How does it feel to be the Lord?
Not so very wonderful since the free will bill was passed. Too little power.
Amazing lines. Yeah. Claude Rains is awesome. Everyone is awesome.
I can tell you her name now. She said I could. It's Miss Vale. No, not the kind you wear on your face, but V-A-L-E.
Oh, her look again.
When I go back to Boston in the fall, like to take you home with me. Would you like that?
Why, I'd love it. I wish I didn't have to call you Miss Vale. It sounds as if we didn't know each other very well. I guess I'll call you Camille.
Of course.
It's kind of a funny name, though.
Tina writes me she lives here like a princess in a palace.
Yes, well,
Ah, Tina is here.
a starved sense of self-importance.
Walk down slowly, darling, or you'll trip on your dress.
She looks so happy. Nice little musical cue.
You look lovely.
Do you really like me?
Come on, what kind of question is that?
I love you.
Oh. Nice. I mean, you know. You know, I think I've been smiling for a long, long time. This movie just keeps getting better and better, you know? I mean, seriously. The longer the movie goes on... Okay, I still think it's a bit too long. But at the same time, it just plays on my heartstrings in a very peculiar way, you know? Which, that is undeniable.
I've decided to take Tina home.
Take her home? But you can't. What do you mean?
No self-respecting man would allow such self-sacrifice as yours to go on indefinitely.
Oh, okay.
I can't go on forever taking from you and giving nothing, darling.
That makes sense. I can see his point, totally.
You'll be giving me Tina. Every single day I'll be taking and you'll be giving.
It's very kind of you to put it that way.
That's actually true.
Well, what is the reason? Is it something about us?
Of course it's about us.
Put it bluntly, huh?
Why didn't you marry Livingston? I tell you why. Because I came along and ruined him for you. And now my child comes along and claims all your attention and takes your whole life when you should be trying to find some man who'll make you happy.
Well, I've certainly made a great mistake. Here I have been laboring under the delusion that you and I were so in sympathy, so one, that you'd know without being asked what would make me happy.
Charlotte, let me...
Why, when Tina said she wanted to come home and stay with me, well, it was like a miracle happening. And I even allowed myself to indulge in the fancy that both of us loving her and doing what was best for her together would make her seem actually like our child after a while.
Okay.
I see no such fancy has occurred to you. Again, I've been just a big sentimental fool.
Yeah, that's a bit too much, but I understand her, actually.
I was afraid you were keeping Tina out of pity. But there was no note of pity in your ridicule of me just now.
That's true.
Please let me go. And if I can't stand such tests, I'll lose Tina. And we'll lose each other.
Okay, now I see.
Jerry, please help me.
Shall we just have a cigarette on it?
He's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I was wrong about him. He's cool. Is he gonna light 2 cigarettes at once again? Yeah. It's a signature move at this point. Interesting, right? I don't know if there's gonna be like a fully happy end to this movie. There's a bit of bitterness all the time. Even when things are, looking bright and happy, there's always this underlying sadness or bitterness in this movie.
We can talk about your child.
Our child.
Oh.
Thank you.
But yeah, she's been more of a mother to her, I guess, than her actual mother.
We have the stars.
Is this the end? Seriously? Wow. Interesting. Well, guys, this was now Voyager. Okay, I did enjoy this one, okay? I do think that it's too long. The first act I thought was pretty slow. There were many times where I wasn't that invested in the movie. But the further I got, the more invested I got, and the more heartfelt the movie got. And I mean, obviously Bette Davis was just absolutely incredible. I love her character arc in this movie. I was totally wrong about Paul Henreid's character Jerry. He turned out to be a really, really, really cool guy. I love how the movie ended with them, you know, just, it's sort of a platonic thing, right? You know, you can never know whether they're actually gonna get together or not, but they obviously have this incredible bond, which is probably, I don't know, maybe it's just even more valuable than just being in love or you know, just being in a romance. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Claude Rains was absolutely incredible in this movie. Gladys, oh, sorry, I forgot her name, who played Bette Davis's mother. She was absolutely incredible in this movie. I hated her character, which means she did a fantastic job. This is such an interesting movie, you know? This is definitely not the best Bette Davis movie I've seen so far. Okay, I'm gonna have to say that. I know that you guys just absolutely love this movie. I can totally understand why. I have to say that it's definitely emotionally filled. Maybe I just wasn't in the right mood for this. I don't know. I did enjoy it. It's not my favorite, but still, I'm very, very glad that I have watched it. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this movie together with me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe, and see you all next time at the cinema. Bye.